In this lesson, we will teach you how to make comfrey fertilizer. Comfrey is known for both its medicinal and garden uses. The fermented extract is rich in nitrogen and potassium and is used to stimulate flowering and fruiting plants. It can also be used as a natural pesticide and compost activator. To make the fermentation, you will need a bucket, a pruner, a stick, a means of irrigation, and a towel. Step 1. Collect 1 kilogram of comfrey leaves, preferably young, since that is when they contain the most nutrients and minerals. Cut the leaves at the base of the plants. Be careful not to cut other plants that might alter the decomposition process. Step 2. Clean the container using a brush. Do not use a metal container. Now let's prepare the fermentation. For this, we need 1 kilogram of comfrey leaves and 10 liters of water. It's best to use rainwater, but tap water works too. Thoroughly mix in the leaves and cover the container with a cloth. Step 3. Store the container in a shaded area at a stable temperature between 18 and 25 degrees Celsius. Step 4. Stir the mixture every other day. After a few days, you'll notice bubbles starting to appear. This is a sign that the fermentation is underway. After 2 weeks, the water should be completely covered with white bubbles. The fermentation process will peak during the next few days. As soon as the bubbles disappear, it's time to filter. Step 5. To filter the solution, you will need a bucket, a hand fork, a colander, and a cloth. Use the hand fork to remove the stems. Cover the colander with cloth and then strain the solution. Step 6. Store the liquid fermentation in closed containers. Under the right conditions, it can be stored for several months. Step 7. Place the residual waste in the compost. Now that you have your fermentation, let's learn how to use it. Comfrey fermentation is a concentrated product, so it'll need to be diluted before use. When diluted to 5%, it will encourage fruiting and flowering plants, which complements the nettle fermentation. When diluted to 10 or 20%, it makes an excellent fertilizer rich in nitrogen, potassium, calcium, and other trace elements that stimulate soil microbial life. When undiluted, it can be used to water compost piles since it activates the decomposition process and contributes valuable nutrients and minerals.